This is DBTV. I'm here at Roganic with Ben Spalding, the 24-year-old head chef of the restaurant. It's a 2-year pop-up in Blandford Street in Marylebone. So Ben, at just 24, the places you worked at kind of reads like a roll call of top restaurants. You've got Per Se in New York, Royal Hospital Road, the Fat Duck. What drew you to Roganic?
Well, actually, it drew me to working with Simon because I knew Simon was opening up in London, so I contacted him by email at an off chance, asking if he needed a head chef. He wrote back saying possibly. In typical Simon style, not giving anything away. I chased him up, met up with him. It turned out he was looking for someone, and yeah, we hit it off quite well. Went up to Longcloom for a while and works, and yeah, it gave me a job. So
okay,
luckily.
Excellent. And how much free range do you have with the menu?
Yeah, I have a very good amount actually, compared to probably say our head chefs in other places. Obviously, I check everything before it goes on the menu through Simon. But since we've opened, Simon's been extremely busy, so he's kind of sort of needed me to get on with it, you know. So he hasn't always had to be there to sort of stand over me. So he needs me to get on with it and obviously work with the seasons.
Yeah.
And make sure the menu's interesting, keep it fresh. So the idea is we change the menu every 6 weeks. So what I'll do is I'll do up a dish. I'll do it until I'm completely 100% happy with it, and then I'll send over a detailed email with a picture to Simon, and he'll check it over, and then he might write back saying, I think it needs this, a little bit of this, blah blah, you know, or he might say yes, it's fine, go with it, and then when he's down he'll always taste the dish and make sure it's alright.
Okay. And Longcloom is very big on foraging. Are you big on that too, or is that quite hard to do in London?
No, not at all. Yeah, we're really big on it. We work with 2 foragers. We work with Simon, who's got a farm in Hobart. He brings down quite a lot of stuff that he grows up there or picks up there, and yeah, I do a little bit myself when I'm off to live down in Kent.
What kind of things do you forage for?
Well, flowers. Like, I mean, it's getting a bit rubbish now for it, but in the summer it's really good. You've got like flowers like mallow and fennel and stuff like that, and then I used to collect the seawater for the mackerel dish we had on. The stones you see on the table here, I pick those as well down on the beach. So yeah, we do what we can, but you know, like you say, we're in central polluted London, so you know, we do what we can, but it's got a reason. Everything comes into plate for a reason.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have a cooking philosophy?
Oh, what personally, or
yeah, personally?
I'm still finding that because it's my second head chef role. My first one being abroad. It's my first major one in England, especially London. So I'm still developing my style. I'm going through that pretty roller coaster phase where I'm going up and down. I'm trying to restrain myself and not putting too much on the plate, which is always, I think, where a lot of chefs go wrong. But yeah, I think just nice, simple, clean flavours. I like to be really unique as well. I like a lot of theatre as well. I started incorporating a lot into dishes like theatre. So, for example, we have a leek dish on. We'll present the leek upstairs to the customer, and it's sat on a bed of compost. It's baked in clay, but it's on compost. And then there's little bits of rosemary sticking out of the compost. We just heat those a little bit before it goes upstairs, just to get the aroma going. So when it comes up to the customer, they get the visual of the leek, they get the smell of the rosemary. It goes back downstairs, and pressure's on to quickly prepare it, plate it up, and send it back upstairs finished. So the idea is you saw what it was originally, and then you see the finished product, and you get to eat it.
Okay.
And you know, we've hit all those senses with you, so we're trying to do as much as we can with that within reason. You know, we're in a small place, so we have to restrain ourselves a bit.
Sure. And one thing you notice with Roganic is the dishes look incredibly beautiful. Do you treat them like works of art?
Yeah, I'm a real, like, I don't know what it is, I'm really anally, like, every single one has to be the same, it has to be the same place. I like consistency, it's really important to me. I think we owe it to ourselves across the whole restaurant. We spend so much time in here, there's no point sending a dish out to table 2, say a mackerel out to table 2 that looks beautiful, and then a mackerel out to table 4 half an hour later that looks completely different and doesn't cook the same. There's just no point. I mean, for the sort of restaurant we want to build here, you have to be consistent. So yeah, presentation is very important.
Okay, and you guys are really big on veg, like Noma, but I've also noticed like a lot of steak restaurants are opening up in London. Why do you think this dichotomy is kind of developing?
What, sorry, the steak? Did you say steak?
Yeah, lots of steaks. There's kind of a dichotomy between meat-heavy places and veg-heavy places.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, I don't know actually, because I don't really know that many restaurants in London do a good veg menu, to be honest with you. Yeah, we are big on it. I'm really working hard on. We have a 10-course veg menu and a 10-course protein menu, and I'm really working hard to get that veg menu as exciting. So, like the other night, we actually had 2 guests, and they sat down, and they actually couldn't decide they're massive meat eaters. They couldn't decide whether or not to go for the veg menu or not, and in the end they went for the protein. But they wish they'd gone for the veg menu, and they're going to come back again soon. So that's great. If I can sort of turn people to that's fantastic. Okay. It's obviously a big part of Simon's philosophy as well.
Sure. And you guys are a bit unique in that you're a 2-year pop-up, but why do you think pop-ups have really captured the imagination of the kind of foodie public?
Well, I don't know, it's a bit cheeky to call it a long 2-year pop-up, but it is really, because we're not decking it out like it's not like a long-term thing, this actual site right now, so it's okay, I think, to call it a 2-year pop-up, because it's just popped up. We're not trying to like change history here. We're working in a restaurant doing great food, great wine, great service, you know, in a relaxed atmosphere, and in the future then there might be something more long term, but right now it is ultimately a pop-up, because after 2 years we have to get out of the building, really. No,
sure, but why do you think pop-ups have become so popular with people?
Oh, I don't know, it's just the idea of it's a little bit exclusive, isn't it? It's like, oh, they're popping up, there's only 2 weeks there, let's get over to there. It's that kind of mentality, I think, that that's a little bit special, it's different, it's rather than somewhere that's around all the time, you know.
Sure, and obviously Roganic will pop down, so what do you think will be next for you after that?
I don't know, to be honest, is my complete and utter honest answer. I just don't know right now.
See what happens. And finally, Ben, can you talk me through your tattoos, because they're quite impressive?
Oh God, well, I'm only halfway done now, I'm not quite finished, but yeah, just a mixture of stuff that's important to me.
What are the words?
The words, well, they represent my brothers, and there's a statement I read once that I really like: to keep your feet on earth but your head in the clouds. I think it applies to being a chef, because you've got to be pretty mad to want to spend that many hours in the kitchen. You've got to be able to be creative and dream a little bit about stuff. So,
of course. Okay, Ben Spalding, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, cheers.